The legend of Atlantis, a lost city, a technologically advanced civilization swallowed by the sea. It's a tale that has captivated imaginations for centuries. Was Atlantis real or just a myth? We will explore the story of Atlantis. From its origins in the writings of Plato to its modern-day interpretations, we will separate fact from fiction. The story of Atlantis is a journey through history, philosophy, and the allure of the unknown. It's a reminder of the power of ideas and the importance of critical thinking. Join us as we dive into the depths of this enduring enigma. Our journey begins in ancient Greece. Around 360 BC, the philosopher Plato wrote about Atlantis. His works, Timaeus and Critias, describe this island nation. Atlantis was powerful and advanced. It existed beyond the Pillars of Hercules. This location is often thought to be the Strait of Gibraltar. Plato described Atlantis in detail. He spoke of its impressive architecture. He wrote about a complex system of canals and a powerful navy. Atlantis for Plato was a utopia, but it was also a cautionary tale. The Atlanteans became greedy and corrupt. This led to their downfall. Most historians believe Atlantis was an allegory. Plato used it to illustrate his philosophical ideas. He wanted to explore themes of power, corruption, and the ideal society. Centuries passed. Plato's writings continued to fascinate. The idea of a lost, advanced civilization fueled imaginations. During the Age of Exploration, explorers sailed across the globe. They sought new lands and riches. Some were inspired by the legend of Atlantis. Could this mythical island be real? The vastness of the oceans offered endless possibilities. The search for Atlantis became intertwined with the thirst for discovery. It added an element of wonder to the already exciting era of exploration. In 1882, Ignatius Donnelly reignited interest in Atlantis. Donnelly was a writer and politician. He published a book titled Atlantis, the Antediluvian World. His book proposed a radical theory. Donnelly argued that Atlantis was a real place. He believed it was the source of all human civilization. Donnelly's book was a sensation. It popularized the idea of a historical Atlantis. Donnelly's work, though lacking in evidence, captured the public imagination. It influenced countless writers, researchers, and enthusiasts. His book remains a key text in the world of Atlantis studies. Section 5. William Scott Elliot, Atlantis through a Spiritualist Lens. William Scott Elliot was another influential figure. In the early 1900s, he presented his own version of Atlantis. Scott Elliot was a spiritualist. He believed he could access knowledge through psychic means. He claimed to have received visions of Atlantis. He even created detailed maps of the lost city. Scott Elliot's methods were far from scientific. His work is considered pseudoscience. But his elaborate descriptions and maps resonated with some. They continue to fuel speculation about Atlantis to this day. Section 6. Atlantis and the Nazis, a Dangerous Misappropriation. The story of Atlantis took a dark turn in the 20th century. The Nazi regime, obsessed with racial purity and superiority, misused the Atlantis myth. Heinrich Himmler, a leading figure in Nazi Germany, became fixated on finding Atlantis. He believed it was proof of an Aryan master race. The Nazis launched expeditions. They hoped to uncover evidence of their twisted ideology. Their efforts were in vain. Their use of the Atlantis myth demonstrates the dangers of twisting history. It highlights the importance of critical thinking and rejecting pseudoscientific claims. Section 7. The scientific method, a necessary tool. The pursuit of knowledge requires a rigorous approach. This is especially true when investigating historical mysteries like Atlantis. The scientific method provides a framework for unbiased inquiry. It relies on evidence, observation, and testing. While the story of Atlantis is intriguing, it lacks credible scientific support. There's no archaeological data to confirm its existence. Theories about Atlantis often rely on speculation, pseudoscience, and misinterpretations of ancient texts. It's crucial to approach such claims with healthy skepticism. We must rely on evidence-based research to understand our past. Section 8. The enduring allure of Atlantis. Despite the lack of scientific evidence, the legend of Atlantis endures. Why are we so drawn to this story? Perhaps it's the allure of the unknown. The idea of a lost civilization, technologically advanced and then vanished, sparks our imagination. Atlantis also reflects our fears and anxieties. The story serves as a warning. It reminds us of the dangers of greed, corruption, and the abuse of power. In a way, the search for Atlantis is a reflection of ourselves. It represents our desire to understand our place in history and our fascination with the mysteries of the past. Section 9, Conclusion, Atlantis, a lesson in critical thinking. The story of Atlantis is a powerful one. It has captivated hearts and minds for centuries. While the existence of a real Atlantis remains highly unlikely, the myth continues to teach us valuable lessons. It reminds us of the importance of critical thinking. It highlights the dangers of pseudoscience and the manipulation of history for harmful agendas. As we continue to explore our world and uncover its secrets, the legend of Atlantis serves as a reminder to approach the unknown with curiosity, skepticism, and a commitment to the pursuit of truth through rigorous, evidence-based inquiry. The lost city may forever remain a mystery, but the lessons we learn from its story continue to shape our understanding of history, ourselves, and the world around us.